I was doing the dishes while waiting for one of my crazy calzone tests to come out of the oven. And when you're washing your hands, you really can't change whatever video is going to come on next. But Chris Herias' 24 hours of eating junk food came on, and usually I would just turn it off because I don't really watch much of Chris Herias' content. But it started playing and I knew that I needed to make a reaction video of it. We will be going through what he eats, what he says, is it right, is it not, should you do this, should you not do this, and really just get into everything in the video. Full disclosure, I have already watched most of the video, however, it's well worth watching again. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button.
What's up, it's Chris Herias.
First of all, love the entry method. He comes to the door, camera's already rolling, someone has it in their hand, but it is so natural.
Now let me start by saying this. If you eat something unhealthy, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to be that detrimental to you. But if it's a habit, if it's something that you're consistently doing, that's going to be the worst thing for you.
We start off the video absolutely great. He's saying, you know, if you do this once or twice, it's not a big deal. But if you make a habit of eating out all the time, it is not good for you. And that's mostly because you probably aren't counting your calories at that point. You're probably overeating and, you know, calories in, calories out at the end of the day.
By the way, we're not sponsored by any of these places that we'll be eating today. Probably not ever. But should we do McDonald's?
I love how he sounds like so negative about it, but he's so amped when he's like, should we do McDonald's?
Should we do McDonald's? I'm actually kind of nervous because I know I'm going to eat all of this for the whole day and it's going to set me back like crazy.
We're going to start the complaint counter right now. That's number one.
When you're eating all these types of food, they come with so much sodium, calories. It's highly processed. It has high saturated fats and sugars. It's basically the opposite of what you want to be fueling your body with. And with all that comes with water retention, bloatedness, toxins, joint pains.
Let's go through this laundry list of fast food cons. Now, high in sodium and calories. Obviously, totally agree that it's both high in sodium and calories. It's more of a con for the calories because you want to be satiated, you want to be full, and fast food, for the most part, isn't going to do that. However, I don't really see the con in high in sodium. Like, unless you're salt sensitive, which is a very low percentage of the population, most people are just fine eating pretty much as much sodium as they want. No big deal. Highly processed. So yeah, fast food is highly processed, but let's take a step back for a minute and remember when we go to the grocery store, unless you're literally at the start of the grocery store where you got all your fruits and your vegetables, almost everything that's in a bag or in a can or whatever is highly processed. So it's not much different going from a fast food restaurant and getting some highly processed food than going and getting a bag of Doritos or a can of whatever type of sauce that you're getting, because all that stuff is highly processed. High in saturated fats and sugars, for the most part, totally agree. You definitely would have to make the right choices at a fast food restaurant, which is why I wanted to do that full day of eating. However, again, at the grocery store, there's so many things that you can also buy that's high in saturated fats and sugars, not much different than going to get fast food, besides it's much easier to attain the fast food and actually eat it than having to go to the grocery store and cook it. Water retention, yep, totally normal. I think the one thing that I have the biggest problem with on this list is toxins. Toxins is such a nebulous term. What toxins are in fast food that aren't in, say, a ranch dressing? Or there's so many foods at the store that I can't think off the top of my head right now, but like, what is toxins? And what are they doing to your body? Like, Chris, if you want to comment below and let me know what a toxin is and what those toxins are doing to your body, please fill me in. Joint pains, I'm sure they could happen in a percentage of people, but I've never experienced joint pain specifically just from eating a fast food meal. I mean, I think that's kind of a stretch, and maybe if you eat like a crap ton like he's doing for the next 24 hours, but never really felt joint pains at all either.
Not to mention bringing diabetes, cancer, and other long-term health complications that you definitely don't want.
At SIUE, when I went to school, one of my professors hammered home every single class, correlation does not equal causation. Now, if you go and eat fast food, are you more likely to get diabetes because you are correlated with having more weight on your body, more adipose tissue, more visceral fat, etc. Yes, but the fast food itself does not cause diabetes. Also, cancer. Like, is it associated with cancer? Sure. Is the fast food causing that cancer? I mean, I don't think there's any studies that show that fast food directly causes the cancer. It's the overeating of calories. It's the excess body fat. It's the high cholesterol. It's all the stuff that comes with being obese versus actually eating just a fast food meal for your meals. There's also been anecdotal evidence, and I'm pretty sure studies as well, with people that eat fast food and actually lose weight. All their blood markers get better. They don't get worse. They don't stay the same. If you lose weight, your blood markers get better. So I don't think that directly eating fast food is causing these effects. It's just, this is more just correlation data that he's presenting. Honestly, I'm extremely curious to see what his actual background is. Does he have an education in exercise science and nutrition and any of this? Because when you say toxins, when you say things like fast food is causing this kind of diabetes, cancer, these problems, I feel like you're either like a carb zealot, a low carb zealot, a vegan zealot, one of the zealots that preach one type of diet only, or else all these other things happen to you. I feel like don't have that education. It's one or the other. So he's a certified personal trainer, which honestly, in my opinion, doesn't mean very much. It's better than nothing, but having an education and taking multiple years of all these classes teaches you a lot more than a certification, especially when it comes to nutrition. When you do a personal trainer certification, you don't look at scientific studies. They might mention them in the actual book that you're reading out of to take the test to become certified, but you don't actually dig into any of the research literature and know what is being said and not being said, and not just cherry picking conclusions or abstracts from studies like a lot of people typically do. Oh, he's a Sagittarius. What up, Sagittarius, brother? I'm not seeing any university degree here.
I was born with meeting some amazing people and making some of my greatest memories.
From what I could see from his story, he didn't go to a university. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that he doesn't know a shit ton about calisthenics. But, you know, we've seen the Greg Doucette videos about his workouts and a couple other things as far as like actual fitness advice goes, where it's not the greatest advice in the world, let's just say. But I think that as far as his actual place where he thrives in, which is the calisthenics, he is an absolute beast. But it's kind of worrisome when people can put out information without actually knowing the information. And when you have 3.5 million subscribers, people are going to listen to you because he's lean. He's always been lean. They're showing pictures of him as a kid. He has the genetics to stay lean and be lean, and he added some muscle on top of that from his training. So he looks great. 3.5 million subscribers. Oh, his information has to be right. When really, like, you can have fast food and still lose weight and still be in shape and still have your blood markers look good and still be quote unquote healthy, whatever your definition of healthy actually is nowadays. Seems like there's a broad spectrum of them. But anyways, let's get back into the video.
All right, I feel like I'm sinning right now. I should not be doing this. It's like, why are you even eating this? If this costs like $10 a meal, you might as well eat something healthy for $10.
That I do agree with. I think fast food should be reserved for when you're in a hurry, you don't have time, you need to grab something quick, but it's definitely expensive, especially if you want to eat the things at the fast food restaurants that are calorie conscious, that are high in protein, that can fit into your calorie allotment for the day.
Now this is so crazy. If I ate this 3 times a day, off of the nutrition facts right off of the McDonald's screen, this would be 3,600 calories.
I think those calories count like a regular soda. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he is drinking regular soda. The calories wouldn't be the same. I never, even when I'm quote unquote cheating and when I'm getting a higher calorie meal, I really never get a regular soda. Like maybe with a pizza because that's just like a classic taste, but very rarely will I get a regular soda whenever I'm having a higher calorie meal. It's always a diet soda. There's no need for these added calories.
And for just these 3 things being 1,200 calories, if you were to actually have a real healthy meal, you'd have way more food for the same amount of calories.
100%. I think that you can get way more volume of food for 1,200 calories. The literal calzone I'm working on right now, that is a 12 to 14 inch pizza, is 1,200 calories, and you get a full pizza.
It's all bread. Honestly, I don't like it. Oh, this food is so messy. It's crazy to think some people eat like this every single day. It makes no sense to even buy this and eat this.
I'm gonna sound like I'm a fast food advocate, that all you should eat is fast food, but I'm just trying to show both perspectives and definitely play devil's advocate, because he makes literally fast food sound like the devil. Some people are busy as hell with their job. Like, I'm lucky. I work from home. I can make my meals. I do this as a career now. But some people are busy all the time. They have kids. They also have a job where they work all night long. If their phone goes off at midnight, they got to answer. So if they have to stop and get a fast food meal once a day, it is what it is.
Time to tap some Coke.
Yeah, I would never include the Coke. Never.
It literally feels like a sin just having this in my hand and taking a sip out of it. And that was so trash. That was disgusting, and that was horrible. It's crazy because I didn't even finish all the food, and I feel super sick right now. My stomach is killing me, bro. And my stomach still hurts, but I'm gonna go for a little snack. That last meal didn't even fill me. I'm still kind of hungry. It's giving me a crazy stomach ache. We're gonna warm up some handstands.
Who just does like handstands as a warm-up? Like, it's unreal. Couldn't do it. Props to you, brother.
Feels like I have an invisible belly right now. You guys are gonna think I'm exaggerating, but I really feel like I have no energy, super lazy.
I think that this is the extreme placebo effect of knowing like, oh, I just ate McDonald's, I'm gonna feel like crap for my workout, because although he did eat that, he didn't eat a crazy amount of it, and it's not going to, your body's not like, oh, I just had McDonald's, now I'm gonna make him feel like crap. Unless he ate that meal and literally went right down to work out, because obviously I don't wanna work out 20 minutes after I just ate a meal. That's not good in any circumstance when you have a pre-workout meal.
Do some accessory exercises like tap, lateral raises, dumbbell straight arm raises, stuff like that.
I know it looks cool, but I personally would not recommend that you use the actual bumper plates to do these workouts. You're gonna get a much better grip and be able to focus much more on the contraction when you have regular old dumbbells.
And then we'll finish off with some rear delt flies.
There we go. He's got the dumbbells for the rear delt flies.
What do you think my next meal should be, Stefan?
How about some fried chicken?
All right, let's get it.
He low-key seems excited. Am I lying? Oh, let's get it.
All right, let's get it.
I mean, come on, man. I know for a fact that he eats out. Like, maybe he doesn't eat fast food per se, but I guarantee he goes to restaurants and gets some higher fat, higher saturated fat, higher carb meals. He has to. Zero chance that he doesn't.
All right, I'm back home. I'm gonna eat lunch with my son. How's your day?
Good. You?
Ooh, it's good, good, good. You ready to eat some lunch?
Yep.
This is definitely the best part of the video with his son. Super cute, super dope.
Okay, listen, guys, just so you know, he never does this. He literally never does this. This is a surprise to me.
Kids don't lie. So like I said, I believe that he doesn't have fast food, but I would put my money that he eats out at restaurants once or twice a week and gets a fire-ass meal that has butter, saturated fat, steak. I'm fairly certain of it. Come on.
First taste test?
Wow.
It's okay, man.
He's capping so hard to make the fast food seem bad. KFC, mac and cheese, pretty damn good. Especially after a workout. First bite you take, pretty damn good. Zero chance that it's okay. He even gives like that smirk, like, I want to say this is fire, but I'm not going to for the video.
Let's try this crispy chicken.
Alrighty. That's good. No?
So much cap. Okay. KFC, chicken tenders. Don't eat them that often. Don't eat chicken from KFC that often. But when I do, let me tell you, it's gas. It's good. I don't care if it's warm or hot. It's good. There's no way that his boiled chicken or baked chicken, whatever he had, that said looks delicious and would be delicious, is more flavorful than a fried piece of chicken. Zero chance.
And try this biscuit.
What?
I don't like it at all. We're down to the last chicken tender. I can do this.
I did a 10,000 calorie anabolic challenge, anabolic foods cookbook challenge, and there is zero chance that this is as hard as that. But he's making it seem like it's damn near, if not just as hard. Oh, I gotta eat this third chicken tender. Maybe his appetite isn't that great. Maybe that's why he's always been super lean. He eats 2 or 3 chicken tenders and a biscuit, and he's stuffed. But for most people, 3 chicken tenders is not going to fill you up to the point that you make it seem like a 10,000 calorie challenge or something like that.
It's crazy I'm eating all these calories. I'm still hungry.
It is pretty crazy when you eat a lot of voluminous, whatever you want to say, foods, and then you go for a day and you eat like higher calorie foods, how hungry you do feel when eating like way more calories. Like I honestly can't believe it. So 100% agree with that here. That looks like my shoulders would literally be ripping out of their sockets right now. Again, props to you, bro. I don't know how the hell you do that.
I feel way more fatigued than usual. I have no motivation. What you eat definitely matters when it comes to fueling your workouts.
Which is funny because everyone is now eating, 100 to 300 calories worth of Rice Krispie treats right before they work out, which is fine. But I think a lot of this is mental and, like I said, just adds up throughout the day.
So we have another little progress update. I have a pump right now. That does make a bit of a difference, but see where we're at. Am I fat yet? What do you guys think? Not yet. It's crazy how much I'm sweating right now.
Crazy how much you're sweating right now, Chris, huh? Where do you think all that salt's going that you ate? It's coming right out of you. Not affecting your health whatsoever. By the way, you look incredible still. So, one day of eating like this ain't gonna kill you for everyone out there. It's the added days in a row and overeating calories day after day after day for months.
Tonight's dinner is gonna be Papa John's. Pepsi right here, 250 calories.
All right, so what are we at? 250, 450. I think the other one was 300. So we're at 750 calories of soda. I think this is going to be the difference of him eating at maintenance or eating in a surplus. I can't remember what his final calories were. I think there were 3,000 something. But with the amount of workouts that he did and the sheer amount of food that he ate and calories that he's burned throughout the day, he would be at maintenance, I'm pretty sure, if he didn't have all these drinks. That is why drinking your calories is absolutely pointless.
I don't even know if you can tell. I feel like my face is bloated.
His face definitely does look a little bit puffy, but that goes away after about a day.
I'm gonna be so happy to finally get this over with. This one actually hits the spot because everything else I've been eating today has left me still hungry and with the stomach ache. And none of it has actually tasted good. I think it's the soda for me, like so much soda. Oh, it's got my stomach messed up.
Don't drink the soda, Chris. You're good, just don't drink the soda.
If you guys want to see what I'm going to do exactly to get back in top shape, comment down below.
To get back in top shape, you're going to eat like you normally do for a day or two and work out, and you're going to feel better. You're not out of shape now because you ate like this for one day.
I'm dying. Last bite. There you go, baby.
That's a lot of crust. That's probably like 300 to 400 calories with the crust. I mean, come on.
Last night, I'm not even exaggerating. I felt nauseous going to sleep. Maybe I ate something bad, or maybe the combination of all those different types of foods really upset my stomach, especially when I'm not used to eating them.
That's also true, though. It could upset your stomach if you're not used to eating all that fat. So, like, you get all this fat load when you probably eat double to triple the fat you normally eat. It's going to run through you, and you're not going to feel that great.
And within these past 24 hours, I've eaten well over 3,000 calories, and that's way more than I normally eat in a day.
This calorie intake is off. Hold on. What's funny is the editor literally puts the calories on the screen the whole time, and by simple math of doing the calories that he put on the screen, it was 3,700 calories. And Chris says over 3,000, which is correct, but for some reason, they want to exaggerate and say it was over 4,000 calories. First of all, he didn't even eat all of the food. I can almost guarantee that he probably didn't drink all of those sodas. And with the crust that he left over, plus the bread from the Big Mac, I mean, we're looking more like, I don't know, 3,300, 3,200 calories.
Without further ado, we're gonna do the final reveal. What 24 hours of eating junk food with some working out in between will do to your body.
He looks the exact same, and he looks great. So, again, this is a great example of if you have an off day and you're not Chris, and you know, you're thinking about how bad you're gonna feel and how much weight you gained, his side-by-sides are proof that nothing changed whatsoever. A little water retention, a little puffiness in the face, but that's all gonna go down in the next 24 hours.
Not to mention all the health complications. If I was to continue to do this, I would be destroying my body on the inside.
Again, you're not destroying your body on the inside by eating some fast food. It's not a big deal. Obviously, if you're eating 3 to 4 meals a day, every day, eating fast food, you're probably also not working out. You're probably overweight, and that's why you have stuff going on the inside. Again, I just want to make it very clear that you're not going to be unhealthy if you eat out sometimes.
Creating a small calorie surplus can be beneficial to muscle gains with minimal to no fat added if done with quality food.
I turned off the video before this, and this is so ironic that he's eating out, champagne on the table, steak, pasta, chips. I don't know if that's all his or whose it is, but he's just showing, I'm sure it was cooked in oil. Your body doesn't know if you got saturated fat from McDonald's. Oh, I'm gonna now clog your arteries because you ate saturated fat from McDonald's. Your body can't differentiate saturated fat from a restaurant or saturated fat from a fast food chain. It's not. So if you have a bunch of butter-coated lobster or oil-cooked steak that's a high fatty piece of meat that has a bunch of saturated fat in it as well, your body's going to process it the same way. So I would hope that he follows through on saying, if fast food is bad for you and you can't eat fast food, that you can't eat out. But clearly, he eats out as well. So it's a huge double standard. If it's okay to eat out and have higher calorie meals, it's also okay to go out and have fast food if you're in a pinch and need something to eat.
For a set period of time.
And here we go. We have what looks like a butter-basted or white sauce-based pasta with some protein. I think that's chicken, but who knows what it was made with. I mean, vegetables that are sauteed, probably in oil. He has guacamole and chips. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. But again, you can't play both sides of the fence. You can eat out and it's not a big deal.
Creating a small calorie surplus can be beneficial to muscle gains with minimal to no fat added if done with quality foods for a set period of time, or periodically without the need to cut after, as opposed to a dirty bulk which will actually set you back and require you to work twice as hard, having to go on a cut after your bulk in order to reach your desired physique and goals.
I love how he shows eating out at a restaurant and having all these high calorie meals at a restaurant as a clean bulk, and eating at fast food places as a dirty bulk. Again, huge misconception. If you're eating 5,000 calories on a bulk, doesn't matter where you're getting the food from, you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get sloppy, you're gonna get soft.
And remember, just eating one bad, unhealthy meal is not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to get you out of shape, just like eating one healthy meal is not going to get you in shape.
I totally agree with that. What's funny is you can extend that out to a day. Eating unhealthy for one day, say it's Thanksgiving or it's Christmas, you're with your family or you go on vacation and you eat unhealthy even for a goddamn weekend, it's okay. It's not going to make you out of shape. You're not going to lose your muscle. You're not going to get fat.
And thank God I did those workouts throughout the day yesterday, or I would be looking a lot worse today.
Totally agree. If he didn't go work out 2 or 3 times, he would have been in probably a 6, 7, 800 calorie surplus. So it's very important that if you're eating that many calories, that you account for it and that you work out more or you eat less the next day. Because if you keep overeating like that without working out, he would get soft very fast. He's plugging his stuff, so it's time to plug my stuff. If you want the greatest supplements in the world, check out Gorilla Mind, code E4CM for 10% off. They have fat burners, pre-workouts, post-workout stuff, sleep aids, whatever you need. Also, my protein that I use on the regular is PE Science along with Gorilla Minds. But if you want to check out PE Science's whey casein blend, code E4CM for 10% off there as well. And Power 13 Cookbook, of course, I have 3 of my own recipes in there, plus another 39 recipes from 12 other creators that are bangers. But until next time, I will see you in that next one. Deuces.